Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. This is Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. Also, check me out on Uneducated Network. Both channels on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to both channels. You cannot miss out on good stuff that's going on. Now, this is our first day talking about division by division by division. And rightfully so, we're going with the defending Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the NFC East. That is our first one of the year. After that, we'll break it down. I'll tell you who we're going to next. Well, I'll tell you next one will be the defending AFC champions, doing the Patriots in the AFC East. But rightfully so, Philadelphia is the champions. We will start off with their division first. It's going to be a great year. So far, we're week one done with the preseason, and we're going to just continue going on. We got great news today for the NFC East. Probably one of the most talked about divisions coming into the season. So many things. Philadelphia the champions. We have Washington going down bad. The Giants having a horrible year. See how they can rebound. And the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, whatever. The Dallas Cowboys always off the field issues, on the field issues, in a good and a bad way. So that being said, we will start off with the defending Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. When it is crazy how when you win and then you get better, it doesn't usually happen in the NFL. When you win, a lot of guys say, you know what, I got that ring. Let me go ahead and just go on a different team. And they'll get my money. These guys are young, they are talented, they are hungry, and they just got better after the Super Bowl win over the Patriots. How did they get better? They signed studs to their team. Defensive end Michael Bennett from Seattle. He wants to go to Philadelphia. That's fine. Defensive tackle Haloti Ngata from the Ravens. He goes to the Eagles. So right there off the jump, I mean, free agency had just started, and they picked up two studs like that via a trade. They also get wide receiver Mike Wallace, big play wide receiver from Baltimore as well. So those guys have got something going on. Nick Foles comes in. You have Carson Wentz coming in fresh. There's still competition with the quarterback. My belief is Nick Foles will start. My belief is he will start maybe one or two games, maybe. And then Carson Wentz takes over, but that'd be crazy though. Nick Foles is a starting. Look, if Carson Wentz is fully healthy, 100%, Carson Wentz is your starter. I just don't know his timetable. They might have Nick do it and see where he goes with it. But if not, Carson Wentz should be the starter for the remainder of the season, majority of the season. But Nick Foles is out there. He is your defending Super Bowl winning championship quarterback. So he should get a start, right? I believe he will get at least the first two starts of the season. Carson Wentz comes back. And if things keep going good, Carson Wentz might find himself on the pine. I'm just saying. I just word him out. But Carson Wentz is still, when 100% healthy, he is a much better quarterback than Nick Foles, and I think that he will eventually be the starting quarterback, probably the third or fourth game of the season, depending on how Nick Foles does. Let's talk about the draft, though. I mean, they drafted very well. They got the tight end, Dallas Cowboys, and he made a splash his first preseason game. 4 catches, 66 yards. Big guy from South Dakota State. I mean, he's a big dude who can catch, really nice hands. He's going to be good. They do lose running back LeGarrette Blount. But, I mean, they have a running back by committee kind of thing. They do RPOs with that team. So, Philadelphia is loaded in the running back area. So, LeGarrette Blount, who was the bruiser, he was. But you also got guys like Jay Ajayi who can bruise their way into a couple runs as well. So, I mean, this Eagles team is loaded from top to bottom. It is just dangerous, and they're young. And they're all under contract for a couple of years. This team could be a semi-dynasty. So they're a big threat to make it back to the Super Bowl in the NFC. But the NFC is a lot tougher this year, and they have a target on their back being the defending Super Bowl champion. So I do give them a good grade, though. I mean, a good record, excuse me. 12-4 is what I predict for the Philadelphia Eagles this year. 12-4 to make it out of the NFC East as a number 1 seed, and maybe have a top 3 seed depending on what goes on in the rest of the league. So Philadelphia, I see them being a threat once again for the nearby future. We're talking the next 2 or 3 years for these guys. Let's go on to everyone's favorite team to hate, everyone's favorite team to love, depending on who you are. The Dallas Cowboys. And these guys did absolutely nothing in the offseason. But to me, that is a good thing for the Dallas Cowboys. They did not need to shake things up. put a big wow. They get Allen Hurns, wide receiver from the Jacksonville Jaguars. They get him. They lose Dez Bryant, which has been the biggest news all day. But I think that was the best thing that happened to the Cowboys was to lose Dez Bryant. They're obviously going with a different culture. Dez Bryant, since Ezekiel been there and Dak, he has seen his touches and his looks go lower and lower and lower every year. His catches, his yards. He hasn't hit 1,000 yards in it feels like in half a decade. So that being said, it's a great thing they got rid of Dez Bryant. He's sort of a headache, sort of a cancer to the team, and they're going with the run first mentality. And guys who can catch on third downs. You want 3rd and 4 if you're the Dallas Cowboys. You want 3rd and 3, those kind of things. And with Ezekiel Elliott as your running back, you will get a lot of 3rd and 3s, a lot of 3rd and 4s, to where you can get Cole Beasley and Allen Hurns, those guys involved. But they also had a decent draft too. Everyone was talking about getting a wide receiver. Got to get Calvin Ridley. Got to get DJ Moore. You got to get somebody that can catch the ball. No. They went with defense, linebacker, Leighton Vander Esch. Now, although I don't really particularly think he'd be that good, but I'd rather them choose him than get a wide receiver who's unproven. So that's kind of like back-to-back years, 2 out of 3 years where they've had to, the crowd wanted this famous guy, and the ownership said no, and they made the right decision. I think Dallas is trending up this year. Why? You play simple football. I always say if you get your defense right and you get a good running game, you will win a lot of games in the NFL. A lot of teams do not understand that. They have the best offensive line in the game, and they have one of the better defensive guys, Marcus Lawrence, coming back happy after getting paid some money. So Dallas is on the uprise. Their draft, like I said, Leighton Vander Esch in the 1st round. They also get Connor Williams, offensive tackle from Texas. In the 2nd round, they get Michael Gallup, wide receiver from Colorado State. And they also get Bo Scarborough in the 7th round, running back from Alabama. They are talking about smashing and dashing on people, and I like that mentality. You get away from the Dez Bryants, and then you add a smash and dash mentality. Look, this is Dak's year. He has to prove himself. Last year, he sort of struggled when it was just him. Now he has Ezekiel Elliott back, who's going to give a lot of comfort towards him, but gotta understand that there'll be a lot of 8 guys in the box because they know that they're going to run Ezekiel Elliott almost. I guarantee you Ezekiel will get about 300 touches this year. Guarantee he's going to demolish as long as he stays injury-free. So a lot of pressure is going to be put on Dak Prescott, and I think that he will come through this year. You know what? I give the Dallas Cowboys 11-5 this year. They make the wild card, and they can do some damage in the playoffs. I just really hope not, but as an expert, I got to call it how it is. Dallas Cowboys make the playoffs 11-5. Book it. Let's talk about Washington, D.C., those Washington Redskins, and they lose Kirk Cousins. But they didn't care. They wanted Kirk Cousins gone. And they added Alex Smith. And in my opinion, I think Alex Smith is the better game manager than Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins got a lot of yardage because they are getting blown out in a lot of games, so it just looks good. I don't think Kirk Cousins is that good. Maybe he fits Minnesota's because Minnesota has great defense, but it hurts that he didn't have a great defense in Washington. So things might look up for Kirk Cousins. But we're talking about Alex Smith here. Alex Smith is, speaking of RPOs coming from Nick Foles and Carson Wentz, Alex Smith is almost this century's godfather of RPOs in Kansas City. He made it look easy, and he's coming to Washington. 1, he doesn't turn the ball over. 2, he has great mobility outside the pocket as well, something that Kirk Cousins kind of lacked. So Washington needs that. A big blow for Washington. Darius Guys against the Patriots, the first preseason game, was having a heck of a game too. When he was going to be a stud, he comes out with a torn ACL in the game, and he's out for the season. That is a big blow to Washington. I mean, big blow, because I had Washington kind of up there, maybe in the 8-8, 9-7 range. They're going to be stuck where they were last year at 7-9. This team has no wide receiver core at all. This team still doesn't have a defense, to be honest. They do pick up Deron Payne from Alabama in the 1st round, but they really wanted Vita Vea from Washington. They got Darius Guys, like I said, in the 2nd round, but he has torn his ACL. So basically, he'll redshirt this year, come back next year. Hopefully, he'll be ready, because I felt like he's going to have a breakout rookie season. He was my sleeper pick to be Rookie of the Year, but that is obviously not going to happen. We wish him very success on his rehab, and we hope that he comes back very healthy. But Washington, I see him 7-9. Alex Smith, and they're going to make plays. But in that NFC East against Dallas and against Philly, I don't see them winning any game against those guys. That's 4 automatic losses for them right there. So Washington's going to have a very tough year, and we're going to see what happens. So, and last but not least, those New York Football Giants. What can I say? Odell Beckham Jr. is back, and he looks pretty freaking good. Let's be honest. They had a chance to get a quarterback. Either Sam Darnold. They had a chance to get both the kids, one from the Wyoming kid and somebody else. It's been drafted so long, I'm forgetting names now. But they had a chance to get younger at quarterback, get someone that can start right then and there. They chose not to do that. They go with Saquon Barkley, running back from Penn State. He's going to be a stud. He's going to be good for many, many, many years. But only problem is his position. He's a running back. There's only so much you can control as a running back. They do upgrade in the line position. They get Will Hernandez from UTEP in the second round. Barkley was the first round pick. They also get Nate Solder, who was the left tackle for the New England Patriots. He comes down to New York to protect Eli Manning. They stick with Eli Manning on that note to be their quarterback. Eli has a few more years left. We don't know how many years, but they had a chance to get a lot of guys. And I said Sam Bradford. I think I meant to say Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. They had a chance to get Sam Darnold. They had a chance to get Josh Allen. They had a chance to get the kid from UCLA as well, Josh Rosen. They had all those chances, and they say, you know what, we're going with the best player on the board, which was Barkley. And I like that because you want a veteran. Eli Manning still has something left to give. We'll find out how much. I don't think it'll be enough because they still, even though the defense 2 years ago was really, really good, last year they just kind of lost whatever. They lost something. But my thing is a running back can only do so much as your first round pick. You got to trust in the offensive line to protect the mess out of you. We saw the first play of Saquon Barkley's preseason career, and it went 39 yards. And you can tell what kind of back he's going to be, electric. But will that be enough for the New York Giants and in this division? Now, a lot of guys saying that New York, every time they're out and down, they always win, big. And this year there was no expectations for these guys, even with Odell Beckham coming back. And I think it will stick with what happened last year. Not 3-13. I'm going more with 6-10 for the New York Giants. I just don't see the weapons on offense besides Saquon Barkley. I don't see them scoring a lot of points. Barkley's going to get a lot of touches, and we'll see how it goes. I have no idea. But the New York Giants are probably going to struggle this year at 6-10. We'll find out. So that has been the NFC East recap. Philadelphia, I have them at 12-4. The Dallas Cowboys, I have them at 11-5. The Washington Redskins, 7-9. And the New York Giants at 6-10. Hopefully, I'm right about the predictions, but I hope I'm wrong about Dallas and they go 0-16. But I'm coming from a Saints fan. But with that being said, our next episode, we will break down the AFC East with the New England Patriots, Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills, and the New York Jets. We'll talk about all that and much more. So tell me, comment down below, who do you have winning the NFC East? Is it Dallas? Is it Philly? Hey, are the Giants or the Redskins going to surprise us and have a big year? Comment down below. Let me know who wins in the NFC East and why. That being said, guys, my name is Carlos Clayton. I'm the host of Uneducated Sports Talk, presented by Uneducated Network. Please like and subscribe to both channels. That being said, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace.